some giant cotton candy that I'm supposed to.
Galactic size.
It's galactic.
Galactus is eating
galactic diabetes. That's what they should have called it.
We're gonna get the biggest one. It is upstairs. It is very colorful with the pastels. Let's go check it out. All right. So there's different menus. There's a small one and the medium. I need to get that galactic size.
Inside.
Everything is in here. There's 6 flavors. All of these pastels, we're gonna get it. Can we get the Harajuku Rainbow Cotton Candy? 900 yen. That's $9 worth of cotton candy.
That's dangerous.
Well, how this came to be so famous, I think, is the size and also the fact that it has 6 rings like Saturn with different flavors.
That makes sense.
Strawberry, lime, banana, orange, there's like peach in it, and just like America is trending towards grammable moments, it caught fire here and became a grammable thing. So everyone saw it, hashtag Galactus. That's what's going in our body. We might as well just ingest sugared rock. Wow, she just tossed. All right, so
it's like witchcraft, bro.
they put the rock sugar inside, and then the spitting motion like spits it out through the centripetal force, and then I don't know how it turns into clouds. After that, it's just sorcery. It's sorcery. Green. Oh, they got the purple? This is like Cold Stone, but Cloud Stone. Put it on. I'll wear it like a Turkish hat. Dude, this is new era cotton candy.
Welcome back, everybody, to EVO Japan. We're in the middle of one. This is how it gets down here. 9 a.m. Everybody starts on time, so we're into a match already. This is Razor's Sien versus YHC Mochi, Street Fighter 5. Top 128 action and winners side.
One of the finest Ibukis, one of the finest Dhalsims in the business, going at it.
Yeah, and the man just got cooked.
Instant overhead.
Yeah, the man just got cooked like that. Instant overhead, jump back, MK with Dhalsim. That's a tough one for Sien. It's so early in the morning. How is he supposed to see this?
Yeah,
stuff,
is this like winter semis already?
Yeah, it's
top 128. Yeah,
128 already. We're out of pools. The big boys are playing now. Keto in that losers bracket. The man that put him there is in that winner side.
So winner side. We heard Z yesterday talking about how Zian's rocking that V-Trigger 2 Ibuki. We see him going against it in the Dhalsim matchup. Dhalsim's still rocking the V-Trigger 1. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, V-Trigger 1, very good for grounded work. What was that, Tasty Steve? What was that?
Tasty Steve here. Why is V-Trigger 2 more useful for Ibuki in this matchup? Why do you think that?
Well, to be honest with you, I like V-Trigger 1 because it gives him the ability to slide safely. I still think the utility in that's really nice, but just like this, right? V-Trigger 2 is, I think, okay in some matchups if you can control the character, but he's so mobile that I don't know if it matters. This mix-up's going to be real important here.
Ooh, and let's not forget, the man at the helm is Shien. He's going to have the latest tech if anyone's going to.
And if you're wondering why Tasty Steve sounds like he's got a frog in his throat, he's actually late, so we have a voice replacement.
Yeah.
How's it going over there, Tasty Steve?
It's going great.
All right, it's going great as you heard. One thing I like so far from Dhalsim is the new buff he has actually. His jump medium punch, he can B-skill cancel and float in the air, which makes him really, really good at kind of intercepting airborne characters like Ibuki.
Even adding to the mobility he already has in this game, right?
Oh yeah, his mobility is pretty strong. Punish, yep. Got the drill, really high on the body.
Great check on the stand jab on the mad dash crossover.
There's that utility of that V-Trigger 1, right? The slide is very useful.
Allows him to close the distance between him and his opponent pretty well.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh,
yeah, mix-up was nice to say, oh, let's go. Hit him with the boot bomb.
Are we going to see a grab racer?
I mean, look at all that gray that's adding up over there.
Oh, so much damage.
Those low doesn't get the combo. Staggered pressure got caught there. Sien kind of committing pretty hard. There's been a lot of V reversals. Full CA on deck. This is danger time. Oh, he walked into it. Sien, what are you doing?
It's early. It's early.
It is early. I mean,
my man's got to wake up. Don't walk into the fire.
Cien's still a young man. He's mid-20s right
He
there.
needs to drink some Red Bull.
Yeah, he
That's what
needs
to
a
cup of noodles, cook it with some Red Bull.
Sounds good to
That
me.
sounds like your breakfast.
Yeah.
Honestly, like they have cup of noodles the moment you enter, so there's no way you can avoid that.
Drill to get him out of the corner for a little bit. Again, that's plus now.
All right, so much damage, so much damage, so much damage.
All right, looks like Tasty Steve swapping in for Tasty Steve and air to air. Man, all this pressure walking him down.
That was V-Trigger 2, Tasty Steve. That was
Yeah,
actually
V-Trigger 2 is Tasty Steve. Now V-Trigger 1, Steve is back.
He almost knocked over the table sitting down as well. Take the mask off. They're going to hear you muffled.
I'm sure there was 100 reasons why you're here at this time instead of the other time. Want to share some of them?
Yeah, people kept stopping me and asking me where you were, so I had to.
The
mayor
so
Bird's
my
got
fault. Uh-oh, Kunai is out. Is this going to be so much damage, Steve?
No, just dead.
Just dead. Mix-up works out. V-Trigger 2 from Ibuki. Obviously, Ibuki took some hits in this one, but V-Trigger 2, a little bit of lockdown, allowed him to go for that empty jump low. Staggered, caught the down medium punch. Damn, my man Cien, is he going Super Saiyan up there?
I love this hairline.
You're just in time for match 3, though. It is 1-1.
Looking at AE, Ibuki doesn't quite have the same like 50-50s on knockdown with the opponent.
There's some 50-50s that are a little bit worse, not as consistent anymore. She can't dash under you after her EX kunai is easily. Oh, that's the worst. That's the Cien classic mix-up that he loves to go for.
He's definitely one of the innovators of that mix-up.
Yeah, one more mix-up to kill here, and he keeps it nice and simple with the throw. Perfect.
Gold everywhere.
Nice and good. Cien up another round. He's really made a strong adjustment since that first round that we saw. I love command dash. Oh,
Great fake out on the tick throw.
He's playing on that hesitation right now. He knows that he's hesitating just a little bit. Mochi needs to do something.
Mochi, he's always been one of the best Dhalsims in Japan, right? Even in the Street Fighter 4 days, when Daigo came over here for that big national tournament he won, he actually played against YHC Mochi in that. And that was years and years and years ago, right? Almost 10 years ago.
Nice check on the teleport with the jab. Does get out of the corner though.
Oh, that shuriken, that wind shuriken. Same side. Oh, overhead, nice interrupt.
Down fierce right there. Mochi checked him.
Life just about even. Either one of these guys can go down. Dhalsim working on a trigger right now.
The problem for Cien is that he has no kunai left. He has to reload to make his combo potential.
And Mochi's going to start going ham. He's going to go in. He does not want up the reload.
One.
Nope.
That one is so important. Yeah, release right away. Oh!
And once again, no kunai left in stock.
Almost punished that one. Got him.
Why are you jumping?
Oh, wow, that hurts.
Oh, with the roundhouse
God.
tag to end it.
The damage. I got her just in time. All right.
Yeah, that was actually the first time we saw so much damage. That was the first instance. Final round between these two. Top 128 action.
Now that he doesn't have meter though, is that like a problem for Dhalsim?
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
It makes a lot of his damage a lot lower, and he doesn't have quite the same utility. In the front, what a block.
So he wants to get out.
Oh, no, not clean hit on that EX kunai. Flame, teleport, throw back into the corner. What a play by Mochi. He knows. He
Perfect
knows.
spacing for that slide too.
Oh, the cross-up.
This is big now. This mix-up's going to be... Oh, he just takes the knockdown.
He only has two kunai left. He knows, and no meter, so he knows he's going to need something important right now. Use that trigger to the overhead, and that's going to be that.
Cien brings it all the way back in this top 128 over Mochi from Japan. One of their best Dhalsims since the Street Fighter 4 days, and Cien manages to put him in that loser's bracket. That means he's in top 64 winners now.
All right,
moving
point
on.
two, guys.
Looking pretty solid. I like that V-Trigger 2 stuff with Ibuki, especially the overhead, because even if you block the overhead there, it's fine because the shuriken's coming back, right? It's not a big deal. Nothing too big
I
to
like
worry
that
about.
layer that they added with V-Trigger 2, especially like the fact that you still see it coming, and it gives you like a cleaner mix-up, I feel like, for Ibuki.
And I like him not abandoning the overhead, right? He was constantly doing it. Mochi was pretty much reacting to it every time. But once you get into that pressure situation, you start to crack, you start to forget about it, and he never abandoned it. And yeah,
Definitely
with the
changes.
V-Trigger 2 safe, yeah, good stuff.
And it beats throw tech, which is, you know, a really big option too. If you try to take a throw or if you're just caught ducking, it's bad news. But welcome back. We had a frantic opening there, but we're now here at the desk. I'm Sejam. Why don't you guys go down and introduce yourself, starting with the man to my right.
What's up, guys? My name is D1, here chilling with the homies.
Yeah, man, I'm Ringe. Happy to be at EVO Japan.
Tasty Steve, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just happy my boy D1 got 1 billion followers on Twitter. Just alone, the collective. He does, man. He has so many followers. I'm just happy to be sitting next
what
to
just
He's trying
happened?
to soften me up right now.
That
Yeah,
was the
that's-
distraction
yeah.
right there.
Good
He was
attempt.
like, they're going to forget that I was late if I bring up how many Twitter followers he has.
That's terrible. Yeah. Are you gonna light him up?
I mean, I don't know. Steve, you know, in Japan, everything runs on time.
I don't know, man. Except for the cabs,
apparently
man. I definitely should just I should have just took the train. I should have just
Why
took the
would you
train.
take a cab in Japan?
I had to refill my card and I had to get cash out.
All right, let me tell you guys my story on my way here. All right. So I set my alarm, right, for around 5:50. My alarm actually didn't come on. So when I woke up, it was 7:02. I immediately just darted out of my room, showered, left at 7:30, got on the train at 7:40, and then I got here at 8:10.
Yeah.
So I was actually really scared. You know, I thought, you know, I would see my homie here. You know, I know he was gonna sing some songs last night.
That was not a part of it. That was not a part of it at all. Not in the slightest.
That's right.
Just play.
Steve had that late night karaoke last night.
I
singing
left
show
by
tunes.
11:30, so I was already back there.
Yeah.
Who at the table believes that?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
We
I
love
mean,
you, Steve.
You know, I didn't make it in time this morning to see Steve get here. He must have got here before all of us. It seems
He was
like.
actually at McDonald's.
Yeah,
right,
he was
Steve?
here that
I
early.
wish, man. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going in raw right
Man,
now.
that reminds me, I have a little snack over here. Why don't you guys tell me about my man Powell over here? This is the Master Rank Cammy player who put Tokido in loser. Since Steve was late, he can do all the talk. Go for it, Steve.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, host guy. But yeah, so this Powell guy is actually pretty amazing if he can beat Tokido, the EVO champion. And Tokido is still in the tournament. However, Powell is moving forward.
Tell me more, Steve.
Tell you more about. So you're just gonna eat this cone?
My man, say that. Put the mic up.
And put the mic up. All right. Well, regardless, I'm not sure what V-Trigger he uses, but I've seen a lot of V-Trigger 2 usage from a lot of the Cammy players here. And it's kind of strange because we talked about how some of the older players are still kind of centered around that V-Trigger 1, except for the people who have had that time. You see your Tokidos, you see your Shins, they're still using the new ones. But I want to see what Powell's using when it comes to this matchup, especially to put Tokido in losers.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting if he goes with the V-Trigger 2, right? It does give her a command dash that she can cancel into normals as well as the float over, the kind of the jump.
Yeah, she has an overhead out of it and a throw.
Exactly.
Good mix-ups there, but we'll see what he opts to pick here. He's hovering over that V-Trigger 1. V-Trigger 2 now?
Looking at Cammy 2 and AE, I know a lot of people are switching over to this character. I saw GamerB not rocking Makali anymore.
Yeah, the interesting thing about GamerB is that he had a pocket Cammy in Season 2 that he used to play against Balrog because he thought Nakali Balrog. He always said that matchup's so hard. That's why every time I saw him, he would be like, Balrog is so... And he would just say things that... You know, you're not allowed to say on TV, so that's basically what you would hear. So he had a pocket Cammy for that reason. Yeah, a lot of people switching over to this character, as you mentioned.
I mean, I might switch over, you know.
It's a good choice. She's an incredibly strong character this season, very solid, and she's like a straightforward character, right? And characters like that are almost always good in tournament because you have a more straightforward, balanced character who, you know, has solid matchups overall, doesn't really get beat up too bad. It's a really strong choice.
And it's not as risky. I mean, Cammy is one of those characters. That's pretty good tools. A DP to stop the anti, to stop people from jumping in. You still have Cannon Drill that covers a lot of space. So she does have a lot of options. And that V-Trigger 2 definitely opens it up. But he's going with V-Trigger 1.
And I'm glad you brought up the DP because that V-Trigger 1, once it's active, does give her the invincible DP.
Yep.
Yeah, important mix-up. But you still see here somebody, a lot of players actually rocking Ibuki.
Oh, wow. I like that.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be a meaty. You know, Ibuki has always been traditionally like a really popular character in Japan, right? And we're seeing that here in this version as well. Many players played her in Season 1, and now the same thing in Season 3 here.
Checking them with
Yo,
the
he is going crazy with the dive kicks.
Picked up that low confirm. Her down jab series now is so strong. She gets that immediate throw off down jab. And if you try to stand up or walk back or anything, she can go crouching light kick, standing jab. And as you saw, you get that little combo there.
Sejam, you've talked about the importance of walk speed in this game, right? I think that's a huge strength of Cammy.
Oh, yeah. Massive walk speed. Great for positioning. Walk speed is good for everything. If your walk speed is good, you can do it all, right? You can position yourself for throws. You can position yourself for whip punish. You can bait people's throws. You can get damage. It's all there, right?
I wonder if he hit Tokido with that.
I was just going to say.
I wonder if he hit Tokido with that.
I'm going to tell you right now, my man Tokido did not block that. That's why he is in that loser's bracket. He got hit by that one right there. I was thinking to myself, oh, is he going to EXDP here? Is this some kind of combo I've never seen? Boom, reset to the other side.
Yo, Powell knows what's up. And he's rocking the KOF jacket, and he got that here. He definitely bought that right over there. I'm actually going to buy it today.
You think he smoked Tokido and was like, man, I need a new jacket. It's a little, it's cold in these streets.
It's cold in these Street Fighter streets.
Let me pick up one of these KOF jackets real quick.
Oh, I like to walk down to the corner. And that crouch jab string it's really effective, especially in this matchup. It's gonna make Ibuki kind of second guess that neutral control she has pretty good. That standing light kick as well, neutral jumping to call out a lot of that. I love the fact that you brought that up. That's a really good point.
And check out Cammy on defense here. Every time you see her block, she's walking backwards, right? So Ibuki is missing her pressure because Cammy just moves back. Oh, yeah, counter push back there, it looked like.
I'm really impressed with how Sigatama is dealing with the mixed timings on the jump-ins from Powell, like trying to delay the dive kicks and still able to anti-air with the dragon kick.
Yeah, we
dragon,
saw
dragon
the last active frame of her DP caught the dive kick a little bit ago.
Yeah, her uppercut's actually surprisingly good at stopping Cammy's approach. If you just do early like a DP, it's a pretty good option in a lot of times.
And it has like a little delayed, it has a delayed hitbox on it, just a tad. So it hangs out there just a little bit.
Man, Powell is cruising here. Another life lead. Got corner positioning already.
And that's what's important in this matchup, especially any Cammy matchup. You don't want to let her walk you. Oh my! He definitely hit Tokido with that. There is no way. There is no way.
Not even an EVO champion will block that one.
I'm sorry, man.
Honestly, I feel like Powell doesn't even know what side he's going on.
No, yeah, the character was like left and right.
That was
like,
gross.
All right. Oh, checking. Here we go. V-Trigger 2. That wind shuriken. Representing the Ninja Village. Switch sides.
Got tricks.
Yeah, he's got one of those
again.
too.
No, same side. I like that. Nice patience there to take that throw.
Activation now. It's got the V-Trigger. Invincible uppercut. Yep.
You
One
said
thing
it.
you have to watch out for. Dashing up for that throw.
Nice anti-air, gets the throw. Only one Kun out.
Oh, and the trade with the uppercut. So unfortunate. Had that been EX, that might have beat it clean, but Powell moves on in that bracket, and you can see why. That is the man that defeated Tokido, sent him down in the loser's bracket. And as a reminder on the jump off here, we're generally following what's on the main stage, and right now that is Street Fighter. I think it changes every 2 hours what's up there. So we're going to be looking at a lot of Street Fighter matches, but we do have matches going on for a bunch of games today. Tekken especially, Guilty Gear is on there today. I know KOF finals are today as well, right? But
and don't forget my game.
Smash
there you go.
Melee.
Cool.
Just kidding. Smash 4.
Both games.
That would be great if it was both games. But yeah, it's cool to see Smash 4 here as well. I know that it seemed like Melee kind of struggled to pick up steam here, but Smash 4 has always been really popular in Japan.
Oh, yes. Japan's all about the new games, dude. Like, they have a Melee scene, but it's so much more easier to just play.
I actually really respect it. I'm one of those guys, if they even announce a new game, I'm legitimately dropping the other game. They'll be like, yo, part 2. I'm like, well, I'm done with that game. I'm not even touching it because I want a clean slate.
Yeah.
And I feel like Japan takes that kind of mindset as well.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Because you want to be on top of whatever game is there and most prevalent. You want to take care of it.
Well, that's
Right.
the beautiful thing about Japan, right? Is that not only do they do that, but you also have the arcade scene that has where you can get matches every day in the older games, CVS2, Third Strike, or wherever have you.
Yeah, and Obama was talking about how console games were not really as popular here for a long time, but that's sort of starting to change with games like ARMS that are really popular here, games with Smash 4, right? People are really, I mean, especially the Switch. The Switch sold like crazy here.
Oh, yeah. Hotcakes.
I think I'm going to actually, but I was getting hyped for ARMS yesterday. I was
Yeah,
actually
that game was
sitting
sick.
down there getting hyped.
Yo,
It
you
was
trying to play
crazy.
some ARMS at the airport,
Yo,
Steve?
I'm down. You know, I got the Switch on deck now.
Yeah, me
I stay
too.
strapped.
So we got some Tekken action here. Let's talk about Hwoarang versus Master Raven, Steve.
So Hwoarang is definitely one of the most complicated characters in the game. We don't see him as much because of that. Not stateside anyway. However, in Japan, it is a plenty. A lot of characters, a lot of play. One of the reasons you also see Master Raven, a very specific character that we don't get to see as much. We saw one at a Tekken World Tour recently with Tishumon, and he's considered one of the best Ravens in the world. And he started in Japan and moved to France. So seeing slow motion, the match is still going. Oh my God! I just got here in the doubles. Oh God! Let's go.
Why did it have to do that?
What's happening? How did the backhand miss, Steve?
That looked
I
like a
don't know.
guillotine when he chopped his head.
No,
man.
because it was like a high, and he down jabbed under it.
Man.
Tornado disaster. And Hwoarang is very much like a
Oh,
my God!
Yeah, 100%.
That took off hella damage.
Yo, welcome to Japan. They all do unblockables. Like
So disrespectful.
Yep.
It's like yesterday with the Astro finishes, except we didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's just how it goes, man.
Down back 3. Oh, caught you sleeping while rising 1. Now we talked about like the arcade scene. Like when I tell you, and Say Jam, you know, full hand. That guy getting hit by unblockable. It happens to everybody.
Yep.
It happens in arcades. It happens in ranked play. You're going to get hit. It's just all about how adapted you are to these different characters that you don't get to see as much.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
Smothering
man.
offense.
Whenever I see these guys,
he's surfing on his face. He's surfing on his face.
Yo, no respect happening here. on the streets of Japan, there's so much respect, but not when you're playing against each other.
And not when you're watching Smug versus Itabashi.
Zangief.
Wait, I thought it was Itabashi Abigail, though.
Look, it is on Itagale, whatever it's going to be. He's here, and he's flexing. This is a positive matchup for Geef in Season 2. Everybody really liked this matchup against Balrog, and that's the same kind of thing we're going to see here.
I still don't like it, Steve. I still
don't
don't
like
like
it?
it.
Still
No,
don't like it?
I wanted Itabashi Abigail all the way through. We'll see how he does against Smug, though.
What kind of delinquent are you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I want
talking
him to
about.
sell his soul. Steve.
No lie, at the Sky Studio 2 days ago, I saw him rocking Abigail.
Oh yeah, he was all about that Abigail. He's been playing that character quite a bit. Zangief significantly worse this season, right? Yeah, he got a number of nerfs, and Abigail super strong.
Oh, get tucked in.
He
One
literally
more
said,
guess.
I eat those.
The choke slam?
Yo, that grab is so
He
deep.
palmed his head. He palmed.
That's the Braun
Like a
Strowman
baby from
choke
the
slam.
womb.
He literally
He
said,
held,
"Take
he
a
palmed his head. You have a new child. All right, come on, Smug. Let's go. I guess we're in Japan. Can I? This is the only
Man, he's
biased
wearing red,
commentary
white,
we're
and
gonna
blue.
do.
You got to do
Exactly.
something.
He's right, yeah.
You know that on the Japanese stream right now, they're cheering for Itabashi, all right?
Facts.
They're pointing over here like those guys are cheering for this guy. We're cheering for that guy.
It's all right. If Smug wins, we're gonna smash Itabashi through the Japanese announcer table. It's not a big deal.
I'm just gonna go over there and powerbomb one of those. Welcome to USA. No, I'm just kidding.
And Adu's gonna be over there yelling the whole time. Hamako.
You see Smug taking
would
his time
punish?
this time around. You
Yeah,
saw-
he has to play so defensive in this matchup.
So for some of the people out there that are new to AE, what are the big changes when it came to Balrog that make people not complain about him as much?
Mostly his crush counter damage, especially off his standing heavy kick, is a lot worse than it used to be, and the big nerf to tap,
Yep,
which I
charge
think
tap.
is probably the biggest in this matchup in particular. Drop combo from Smug, but he gets it anyway. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the changes to tap are really big in this matchup because it used to be throw invincible very early in its startup, and it was plus on block in a lot of instances. Now, -2 on tap, so you're going to have to guess, especially against Zangief after. That guess is miserable. And no throw invincibility, so in a lot of these scenarios, he's not going to be able to escape Geef. That's a combo.
Backdrop driver. Shout out to
Planting this
Dr.
man.
Death.
Planting this man.
And this is a long way to go for Balrog. He still does a lot of damage, but this is going to be tough. With no tap,
Yeah, that's true. And you definitely have to be careful. Throwing a tap out against Zangief is dangerous.
and this
he's going to get
activation,
SPD.
yeah,
that's-
-4. You
yeah.
can get that crouching jab on the activation.
Wow.
Oh,
Sounds like a bad matchup.
it's a tough match for sure.
Especially, like you said, the AE changes definitely make this matchup a little more difficult. I mean, Geef got changes to his crouching jab as well.
Yeah,
but
he got some nerfs for sure, but the real strengths that he has in this matchup are still there, right? Balrog has excellent poke, but they're all like single-hitting slow moves, and those moves are not good against Geef because he has armor. He can flex stuff with V skill. He can, jump over those kind of moves. Those are the kind of moves that generally are not as good against Geef, and you're really seeing Smug struggle to deal with this here.
come on, Smug. I know you clutch, man. You saved our team the other day. Come on, let's go.
The team,
Which team? Yeah.
When we were playing against you at the UYU Unity
that's
House.
right.
Clutch the
That last
He
shot.
was almost sick
Pong.
with what's it called? He was almost sick with Steve Fox too.
Yeah, when we were playing Tekken, he almost saved the day. God, but he is getting tucked in.
Yo, how fast is that SPD? The jab one.
5
Five. Okay.
Yeah, the SPDs they're just different range is the big thing that
All right.
between them, right? And positioning after knockdown. Oh no, brutal and the reset. Yep.
Just a back throw.
Oh no, anti-air thought he was gonna dash up. That might be it. Yep.
Yeah, gets the suction on that as well. Brutal for Smug. He is really struggling to put anything together here. We've seen a couple of times actually where someone jumps at him and he does crouching medium punch instead of standing. I don't know if that's just input errors or him not being ready, but
I think he's anticipating a jab at some of these ranges, and that's what you want to do. Street Fighter V is largely a game of anticipation. So at this range, a lot of players will dash in just to try to get that opening.
Great chop to stop the rush punch.
I can't remember the last time he went for EX dash punch.
He was still
it's
ready.
been so long, and he's just ready the first time it comes out.
Like you
Crushed.
said, it's so scary in this matchup. You don't want to commit to something like that versus a character like Zangief. Oh, but he is duffing this man back. What an anti-air. Oh, these guys are actually slugging it out. V reversal. Smug slowly moving him to the corner, as you can see.
Yeah, but he can't really press in the corner here. V reversal and a CA still a threat.
He has plenty of meter, though.
That jump back was so smart.
Caught him peeking. Smug. Whip punish.
The
All right.
spacing.
I'm liking that positional pressure right there, baiting out options too from Itabashi, Zangief, and countering accordingly.
Smug definitely one of those players. Definitely one of those players. And you can see him turning it on right now.
Yo, stop swinging.
Stop swinging at me.
Yeah, you can see that upper into the dash punch. Not as consistent this season. It could be a little tougher. Another change for Balrog.
And look at the life right now. Already 2 moves. Geef back in the game. V reversal. Needs to stop that pressure. Wants to get out. Oh, jump back. Eat another one.
It's been helping him out so much.
We're trying to pick it up off the crush counter, crouching fierce, but still Smug with a big lead here. Dashed into it. Not a combo.
Once again, like I said, anticipating a dash in this game is really strong. This is dangerous.
One more gas for Smug. EX SPD could kill.
Oh, he's all right. He's cool right now.
Nerves of steel.
Oh, he popped.
Oh, no, that's going to be.
No,
oh,
he's alive. He's alive. Oh.
Opportunity. Oh, spend it all, baby. Big spend it.
He has to bait.
One more clutch decision can close it out, but all Zangief needs is crouching jab.
Yeah.
Balrog understands gambling. You've seen his stage in Street Fighter.
No more bar for Smug either.
Oh, get punched. Get punched. Oh, no.
Holy crap.
I'm pretty sure Smug expected a neutral jump. So
That's
he was
stupid.
looking for
Yeah.
That is so dumb.
Itabashi mixed it up. He was like, I'm going to keep
Can I
neutral
get some
jumping.
hot water for my cup noodles, please?
Can't make the man over there, Steve. Maybe while you're on the way here, you should have grabbed some hot water, man.
That's what I was so worried about with Smug out of EX bar. He didn't have the EX screw upper to get the anti-air. Oh, man. And it was funny, too, because, again, the universal nerf to command throws, right? A little bit more recovery. We saw every time Smug jumped out, he immediately just went back to his old ways of doing immediate EX rush punch. He probably could have dashed in and got an even bigger punish, but just falling back on the old habits might have cost.
Yeah, for sure. Just that little pixel of life is all he needed at the end there. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure Smug was, like, thinking to himself, all right, he's going to neutral jump here. I'm going to upper him or something like that, but it just didn't work out for him. So that's unfortunate for him. But it looks like for us, we get to hear my man D1 speak.
I'm actually really excited to see this. So Umeki, best Peach right here out of Japan. Really sick. He actually helps out with running a lot of events as well from behind the scenes. But here versus Darugi, which I never got to see before. One thing that I really love about this particular region is that they have a lot of Greninja mains. Greninja, a character that we probably don't get to see much of in other regions, but when it comes to Japan, they got frogs on deck.
Tadpoles on deck.
So you mentioned that he is the best Peach player. Who are some of the players that, in general, you feel like are going to do really well at this event?
Well, best Peach player, I would say Sam Sora, but one of the best Peach player in Japan. Umeki for sure. He's so smart. He actually has really sick execution too. But what was the question again?
Who do you think is kind of some of the favorites here at EVO Japan, whether it's U.S. players or Japanese players or from any region in particular?
Okay, so if MKLeo is actually at this event, which yes he is, I think he would be the one that a lot of people would pick for first place. We have Anti, who's here as well. Really excited to see him entering this tournament. Really strong with Mario, of course.
Wait, what about my boy, the best Sonic player? I can't think of his name.
Oh, Ken is...
I'm telling you.
Okay,
look,
Ken,
this is what makes me want to play.
You know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about.
I want to play Sonic. I am a Sonic. I'm a Sonic lover.
That Sonic is real. There was actually an event that happened last December where they had like a bunch of different games, PUBG, Street Fighter.
I think I remember what you're talking about. Yeah,
Smash. We actually had Nairo, who's number 3 in the world, versus Ken.
I remember that.
Ken actually won the first attempt. And yo, this execution right now.
Jeez.
Sick. Confirms right there by Umeki. And the finish.
Yo, the umbrella.
Yo, that was a little too fast. I couldn't even get to commentate.
Exactly. With the Mary Poppins at the end. Yeah, that was pretty sick. So you were mentioning some of those players. I know like Esam is out here from the U.S. as well. There's a bunch of U.S. players for Smash 4 that actually traveled out here.
NorCal came through heavy. There were like, when I literally left Genesis 5, which is like the big season opener for the Smash Bros. Community, we all decided, you know what? Since there's like a really cheap flight from LA to Japan for like $400 to $500 with Delta, we might as well just all book from Oakland to LA straight to Japan. So we all dipped 5 a.m.
That's why I saw Zerk at the airport. So when I came to Japan, I literally saw him in the airport. I was like, why are you here? And he's like, oh, we're all meeting up here and then flying to Japan. I'm like, that's the kind of, that's really cool, actually. I feel like that's one of the smarter things to do, especially to come to a tournament in like foreign territory. To come deep is the smartest thing you can do. We talked about Australia, who came 50 deep for just Tekken by themselves.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, like it's crazy.
Just
it
Tekken.
I actually felt like I never left the U.S. because I saw all my homies from the U.S. here for Smash. I was like, wow, Okay, like I literally was in Akiba and I just ran into mad people. I was on the plane. I didn't feel like I had to be quiet. I was actually hella rude on the plane because all my homies were there. So I'm like, we're gonna be loud.
I got you. That's just how it goes, right? You're like, I mean, what am I supposed to
I'm in my comfort zone, but
let's go.
We actually, it does not look like we have Ken over here. But I will say, Komurikiri, one of the best Clouds, top 3 Clouds in the world, a top 10 level player for sure. Really, really hard to get inside Cloud. One of the reasons for this is because he has such amazing range and speed. And once this guy has limit, he has like 3 moves that have invulnerable frames on startup that could KO. And also his finishing touch, which doesn't have invincibility or it may not have the fastest startup, but the knockback is stupid. So if you get, I'm telling you right now, if you get any openings where you could bait an opponent to air dodge into it, or they just leave themselves wide open, you could get it. And right there, that cross slash, one of the hardest moves to deal with. Probably one of the most reliable KO tools that Cloud has too.
Yeah, and I see he's repping that 2GG. Is there any other 2GG boys out here?
As far as 2GG is concerned, I think Komurikiri and, who is it? Komurikiri, there's a person by the name of Strides that reps them. He's pretty good with Diddy, but he's not like on the level of Komurikiri.
And Steve talked about earlier that Sonic wants to make him play this game. I want to play Cloud.
Cloud's so sick.
Yeah, Cloud's my secondary. Big fan of this character. The only thing that makes Cloud actually balance is when he's off stage. His recovery is quite exploitable. But on stage, the man is really tough to deal with.
I mean, come on, he's got a big sword. What are you supposed to do?
You got to give him some kind of weakness, right?
Yeah, I mean, big sword normals are always strong in any fighting game. It doesn't matter what it is.
Eat that.
I'm actually really surprised with that option that he chose right there. But sometimes in neutral, what you want to do is just, you know, kind of like with Street Fighter, you know, you get in the range of your opponent, wait for them to swing first, and then counter poke right there.
And one of the main strategies in this game is going to the range where you know they can't roll out and having that charge, waiting for that smash, especially depending on where you are on the stage.
Yeah,
that's why you have to have that awareness of knowing where you are. These stages in like Smash actually really throw me off because knowing how well your opponent can control them is so important.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely important to understand the layout of the stages really well. And right now, basically what you see Komurikiri doing, he was applying pressure with that back aerial, right? And he waited for Sonic to roll in, which is how he got those jabs. The kicks, rather. But those are referred to as jabs.
Jabs, yeah.
I love the fact that they have the actual like Sonic spinball effects. Oh, man.
What, the sound effects?
Yeah, that is so sick.
I mean, if you play the game a lot, you're going to hear that so much to the point where you may not want to hit anymore. Let me explain what just happened there. So one of the best mechanics in this game is when an opponent is grabbing the edge. If you grab the edge after they grab the edge, you force them to get off. We call that a ledge trump. And I'm sad now because of 45 that we have that name. But in any event, all I got to say is when you grab the edge, you force them to get off, and Cloud can immediately get that cross slash.
Damn, like cliffhanger?
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Stallone,
Homeboy grabbed
for
the edge, forced him in the air. All right, back to you guys. Oh, the camera's on me?
Yeah. He's swinging. It like he was painting. He was Bob Ross.
Happy little clouds. Dang. My man dropped the 45. All right, D1.
That was tight. That was tight.
So we're going to jump into another Street Fighter match. The Fight Club? What's going on over here?
Wait, team kill?
One of the factions here, Fight Club.
Top 128. They had to run into each other. Damn, it's brutal out in these streets of Tokyo, man. I'm telling you, they don't play around.
Cammy versus Dhalsim. Talk to me about the matchup, AJ.
It's a matchup that's really interesting. I like both of these characters a lot this season. I think they've both gotten pretty strong. It's always been one of those matchups that's been really interesting to me because I've always felt that Dhalsim could fight it in this game.
Definitely, he can definitely fight.
Like Street Fighter 4, it was like, you know.
It was real rough.
Yeah, if you saw Dhalsim versus a Cammy, like I just walked away and I came back 4 minutes later and then 3 games are over. Like, you know, it was one of those things. But in this game, yeah, it's definitely a much more fightable matchup. He has good ways to check a lot of her air approach options. That back teleport as a read to dive kick into Fierce is a really good option. You can float above it as well. He's really good about just kind of slowing this down to the pace he wants to play. The real struggle point in this matchup is going to be this kind of position, right, where you have to deal with Cammy offense or knockdown or something like that.
Yeah, no check on the teleport right there. It was a big missed opportunity from the Cammy.
You talked about the walk speed. The walk speed is a major factor right here. Nice trigger activation. Oh, and the wake-up DP. Yeah, her walk speed is definitely important. But like you said before, that teleport float is really going to stop some of the approaches that Cammy has at her disposal. It kind of takes away that neutral jump option, that walk forward option. His long limbs make sure she can't get into that range. You talked about her crouching jab string being a lot better this time around. It's going to be a lot harder to employ that versus Dhalsim, considering how much range he has at his disposal.
Break the glass again.
Oh, didn't get the quite. You know, if you get that combo, like a perfect spacing, you can get slide and still get standing jab combo because it's meaty. But right there, he wasn't at the correct positioning. Yeah, the combo was crazy.
Wow.
You see the drill hit a little bit too high right there. Got the punish on hit for Cammy.
Yeah, take the damage in the corner. You don't need positioning here, so might as well spend the rest of the trigger. Reversal
wow.
Gale reading the throw tag.
Okay, here we go. This is a good position. In the corner, teleports in front, keeps the pressure going, letting him cook, letting him simmer.
Did the V reversal get V?
The V reversal? The
trigger?
Switch? Or the trigger?
Or the V reversal from
alpha
Cammy?
counter.
Oh, so her V reversal got nerfed actually in this version. It's -4 on block now instead of -2. So yeah, punishable.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
It's a really powerful one because it moves you out of the corner, right?
Oh, the chase.
And you were right the first time. Speed reversal.
Yeah,
you were right. You got it.
Oh, he actually got hit. Forced the jump. 2 in a row. Is he going to jump forward this time? No, he looked for it with a float. Oh,
God.
All in on that DP. He was like, look, this is it.
Yeah, he had the V trigger available too.
But like we said before, you're going to have to make that gamble. To close that gap versus Dhalsim is so important in this matchup. And a lot of people have a hard time fighting Cammy because of how much pressure she puts on you up close. That walk speed, getting those throws, closing out is so hard in this matchup because of that space difference.
I didn't even realize this was Santa Cammy. He must have took the hat off or something. I didn't see it the first time.
Oh, no, I think it was there. Oh, actually, no, you're right, because the cat ears were there. Oh, that's awesome.
3 of those, a medium, and then a heavy right after, building up that gray damage on Dhalsim's side. Oh, there could have been a punish there.
Today's CEO doing a good job of just like keeping UD out.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of it is like the weird angle he hangs out at when he floats, right?
Yeah.
That V-scale float is so funky to deal with. Not a lot of characters have normals that hit up forward in the air, right? Because, you know, almost no other character fights there, so there's not a reason to have a normal that hits up there.
And again, a great Gale to avoid the throw.
Also, I think he's faking some of his jump teleports, and
Yes.
you see CEO like literally jumping and waiting, and UD backs up, and he's like, oh, he's gonna teleport, so he just does a button to fake him out, gets a little space, and then holds his ground.
Well, teleports in front, gets a check on the landing, but there was no button.
Jump back.
Just waiting right here. Jump, but didn't get the punish he was looking for. Maybe if he did jump, instant EX dive kick. Yeah, look at the read on the teleport.
That gray life building up over there. Oh, what a block! Yo, UD is in trouble right now.
Teleport in, 50-50 Boutine overhead and low coming. You gotta watch for the sniper.
Trigger is active.
Oh, he tried to jump back. And the wake up jab. He was trying to reset himself. He was like, oh, it hit out of the air. I could have got a and he was already hit by the jab. It was too late for him to piece something together there. And we got a match point now.
I actually noticed a lot of players, at least in casuals, will like to match jab on wake up. Is that like a viable strategy? In this game?
Yeah. It's super good in a lot of knockdown scenarios because it's kind of like jab was really good in the beginning when nobody had good meaties. Then you get good meaties and jab becomes worse. But then you're like, all right, well, he knows I know how to meet him, so I'm going to walk up and throw him. And then you're just like, well, I'm going to jab. So it's one of those things where it just comes full circle.
UD.
That'll happen. Sometimes you wake up jab, sometimes you get counter hit or thrown or worked, and you're just like, well, maybe I should have blocked. And then the next time they throw you, and you're like, well, this game's hard.
Third round, fully loaded on both sides.
Jump back teleport. Use the drill this time.
Yeah, excellent punish on the landing frames. Spaced out that drill perfectly.
Oh, the call out.
I love the EX drill to position switch as well. No V reversal was available that time. He's got to deal with the V trigger. It's just going to buy him space, not really any damage.
Give him a little chance to get out of that corner.
Yeah, that's what you really want there.
Oh, no anti-air this time around. You see UD playing that range back, and that's what I was talking about.
What a buffer. Snipe the limbs. Oh. And it was behind, and the drill to close it out. That's tough. That's really where Dhalsim struggles. Like, when Cammy has bar to EX dive kick the limbs, it's so much harder to just be patient and be like, all right, well, I have to wait out this bar all day. And if you want to beat that, you have to float. And when you float, you're giving up screen positioning while Cammy's moving forward. So,
and that's when that walk speed becomes even better. Like, oh, you're floating, huh? So let me walk you over here to this corner.
Yeah, you just kind of like stroll over. I just imagine Cammy walking like the Muppets, you know, just like just like bouncing over. Like, yep, let me just walk you over to this corner.
See, today's CEO has done such a great job in the first half of this set, keeping her at bay, but this distance is where Cammy thrives.
Like I said before,
doesn't check the teleport.
I think today's CEO understands that he's not going to be able to. His teleports need to be almost unreadable in this matchup. You see UD taking his time, walking back, getting at that max distance range where he's going to teleport. And even if he does teleport back into the corner or back in the corner, as long as he's there, UD has a chance to regain control.
Yeah, today's CEO, he's totally fine taking that jab, right, just to get out of the corner against Cammy. Now teleporting back, that's to beat that jump dive kick. Teleports in.
Oh, nice block.
Oh, he put himself there. He's the only one he can blame for that is himself for eating that crush counter.
All right, trigger is available. Teleport out.
Yeah, V-Trigger threatening now for Dhalsim, and the tech again teleporting. He's trying to put himself out of the corner, but at the risk of dealing with the mix-up after that standing jab.
I think today's CEO needs to hit more buttons in this case. UD's walking all the way in and able to close this gap like almost seamlessly.
Yeah, he needs more of those medium kick, kind of back-to-back, and then look for the jump with that back fierce maybe. He hasn't done anvil almost at all.
And look at that. That was his way in. And look at the corner positioning that happened just using that hooligan to get in. Needs to be really careful. Okay, gonna get a chance.
He went for a reset instead. Gets out of the corner.
Yeah, probably was gonna dash up. Maybe he'd do a back throw, get the screen behind him again. That way he can slow down the pace of this match. There we go. Nice teleport. And that was just a setup situation. That was really like, look, either you're gonna let me hit you or you're gonna let me out of the corner.
Was that a
another
guess?
one? Yeah, he was trying to guess on probably the up back on the V skill, but it didn't come out. Oh, caught him.
Jump. Yeah, all he wants is to make her stop moving. Once again, in a bad situation. Corner right behind today's CEO. UD closing in.
And I would love to see more preemptive. Oh! CA's on deck, doesn't spin it, just the one.
Knew it wasn't going to kill. There was no point. It would have got him closer to death, but it wouldn't have killed.
Oh! All right, he picked up a counter hit combo. That was good recognition of what the situation was. Floats in there. Oh, the challenge. Anything to do it now. Oh, he tried standing jab, but not a clean anti-air there. Back medium punch or down medium punch would have been better, but I think the one thing I would have liked to see more of is an attempt at like either reaction or read anvil. That is so good against Cammy because she
did
jumps
it in the first game.
Yeah, she jumps in like when she dive kicks, she stops and floats. So it's like the perfect time to just do the back fierce and just clip him out of the air, right? It's such a good move against Cammy in particular. We're gonna jump back into a match that happened just a little bit ago. MOV playing. And he's been looking real dangerous. Chun-Li a little stronger this season, right? So he's going up against Aqua. Everybody probably remembers him from Street Fighter 4 days. Incredibly strong player, but was also at the Last Chance qualifier over at Capcom Cup in that top 8.
And MOV, one of those people staying steady to his Chun-Li pick.
The master of vampires.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is his character. One character for life. You know how it is.
I saw a clip of him doing instant overhead to legs, which was like insane.
Yeah. It is not an easy thing to execute for sure.
On top of that, you don't know what side you're going to land on.
Oh,
Speaking of what side you're going to land on, what's going to happen?
Dash through on the other side. MOV was ready. He gets counter hit 150 times.
Hey, it's better than eating that combo.
Ooh, Chip's a
He
big
can chip
problem
him
now.
out.
Yeah, exactly. Chun-Li has the CA on deck.
There.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was going to be Chip for sure. It was going to be probably HK legs right into critical art to Chip and MOV. Match point now over Aqua.
So much more fortunate for MOV, though, because he keeps the full 3 bars.
Yeah, and you know how good his hit confirms are. Yep, there's one counter hit.
And look
back
at that.
strong.
Look at all the damage he's getting. Used 1 bar, almost half life gone from Ibuki, and she's in the corner.
Yep, and peep the stun too on Ibuki.
Yeah, very high. He's in a bad position here, and MOV, he's not afraid to risk spinning bird on defense too, so it makes him really scary to pressure. Got excellent hit confirms off crouching medium kick.
Oh, that fierce has been working out so much in this matchup too.
Oh, wow! I was not expecting that to hit clean enough to get a launch. Crush counter. What side?
It was a delayed meaty actually caught the throw tech with the X legs that he went for. Combo.
Oh, answer back DP.
The spinning bird. Oh, we're scrambling here. V-Trigger on deck. Oh, the whiff punish. That is why her fierce is so good. He snaps it out, even on block, and then she like pulls herself back, and then after she pulls herself back, you're like, all right, I'm gonna hit crouching medium kick. Boom.
Yeah.
Gets the whiff punish every time.
Exactly.
And,
you look like you're in range to start pressing your own buttons, but you're really not.
Yeah, exactly. Chun-Li somehow teleports herself backwards when she does that. You can get punishes on it if you're in the right range, but he just didn't have the right button there. But again, main stage has been Street Fighter 5, so that's why we're seeing a lot of these Street Fighter 5 matches. But we've seen Tekken, we've seen Smash. I know that KOF top 8 is coming up. I know that Guilty Gear is today as well, and I think that's what we're going to look at next, which I'm really excited about. I mean, the Guilty Gear tournament here is going to be wild. The home of all the Guilty Gear killers. I know that even the Osaka boys are out here trying to play against get a champ. The EVO champion himself, Omito, is all the way out here. After playing in that Mikado League, winning it against Nage Faust at the very end. So I'm really excited to see that.
Nage has been getting beat up recently, man. All right, here we go. Ramlethal versus Jacko.
Ooh.
Now, this is a really weird matchup. We always talk about, like, how many Jackos we see, but the fact is, like, she controls so much of the pace of Guilty Gear. It's actually really scary. But not to be outdone is Ramlethal. Oh, my God, that S. she knocks you down, sets up a sword, and then the game starts for her. You have to be able to block, and you have to be careful, because if she does open you up, she's going to carry you to the wall, and then she's going to get another setup.
Just like this, baby.
Yeah, her wall carry is crazy. Every time you get hit by this character, you're going to end up in the corner. You're going to deal with a setup.
And Jacko needs that space to set up her houses. If she doesn't get that, gets put in the corner real quick by Ramlethal, the game's real quick to be over.
This is Monopoly, baby. She's trying to buy out all the property. She wants to own all the railroads. Knock down again. Sword setup.
Wait, how many swords does this character have?
She has 2. You see the little demons holding the swords? She's just waiting. It's like, yo, tell me what to do, boss. Nice burst bait. Side switch probably did not want that, but still in control. So she has 2 little familiars that actually holds the sword. She can set up 2 different swords, and they can swing for major damage, push to the corner, as well as just another setup.
Yeah, so you can see when it goes on the screen and it's the setup, the sword comes away from her for a second there. You brought up that burst bait in the other match there. Yeah, Ram has a lot of burst save combos too.
Yeah, it's more because she has like those Tekken-like strings.
Yeah.
So she has like chains that are different, new to Guilty Gear even. That means that she can cancel, and it puts her body in a weird-like state. So she evades a lot of attacks when she does some of these strings. Yeah. She has a low option. She has high options as well. So you have to be on your toes versus this character.
Top tier?
Not top tier, but she's definitely really hard to fight against. If you don't know, it's really hard to fight against. But Jacko the same way. She has a lot of tools at her disposal.
And you can see the Aegis around her right now, the little force field makes projectiles, nullifies them completely. So something good. And yeah, the houses have different strengths, bring out the different type of goons. They can also level up.
Yes. She has an anti-air one. Yep, she can throw them, has anti-air houses. And once they get leveled up, they become stronger. But you can't die from the familiars. You have to hit her.
Oh.
Nice. And Jacko controls the way her command throw goes. She can push you back into the corner at any point in time just to get that property. Set up that real estate, big counter hit, and the side switch. Wow. But no, yeah, Jacko has a lot of things she can do in this matchup. It's just so hard to control Ramlethal. You can hit away those swords. You can keep her honest, but it's a little dicey.
And you can count out those short shorts, which is why we're jumping over to Oil King here. Oil King Rashid, incredibly strong in the last season, right? Capcom Cup qualifier up against Narikuni Ibuki, one of the strongest Ibukis out of Japan. Mix up off the
what?
It's going to be close.
Pushed him back into the giant shuriken. That was so sick.
Just will go with the short. Oh, only for the glass to break. Naughty couldn't take the first game.
Of emergency, break glass.
And Oil King, like you said, one of the best Rashids in the world. I remember talking to JB at one of the Red Bull events. And somebody told him, I think you're the best Rashid. He's like, my name's not Oil King.
Yeah. Oh. He said Oil King does everything right with this character. He better not be wearing those short shorts today, man.
There's
it's too cold in Japan. I'm telling you right now. My man better not be balling like that. I don't know.
I also think
right
he
at
was
the camera.
I also think he was the #1 player on Justin's Twitter list for unsigned.
Unsigned. He's a free agent here at EVO Japan. And as you mentioned, he came into the Capcom Cup last year as a qualifier, one of the couple of Rashid players in that event. He's been strong, throughout the entire season 2, cleaning up with Rashid in the Asia region. He's a really strong competitor. I'm surprised that he's unsigned now. And look at this man's sweater.
Yeah.
Tell me he doesn't know what he's doing.
He knows what's up.
He was posing. He posted a picture on Twitter where he was posing out in the snow and he was doing like the squat.
He was doing the crouch.
And I was like, this man is too sick.
He might as well have his pinky out while he's drinking that water.
That's good.
I mean, look at that hair.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. The hair is ridiculous.
There's not enough hairspray in all of Japan. He had to bring it from Taiwan. I'm telling you.
And I can tell you right now, Oil King of the Rashids has put in almost the most legwork when it comes to traveling.
Of the Rashids, he's from, that's his clan.
His clan, dude. House Rashid.
Trying to control. Nice jump, heavy kick right there, push.
You see no challenge on the whirlwind either, respecting it so far.
Yeah, the wind shot, tough to deal with, right? You don't want to really hit a button and get counter hit or something.
Yeah, it's so hard to really read.
Missed the combo, and medium mixer's gonna go punished.
Wake up, mixer, just to keep him honest.
Activates, playing that V-Trigger 1, neutral here. And now that Rashid doesn't have the low-profile crashing medium kick, it's a little harder for him to abuse those neutral situations.
Caught him off the backboard.
Michael Jackson.
That was crazy.
That
he just saw him up in the air. We'll try that throw bait.
Yeah.
All in on the risk and the back throw for meter. Narikuni Ibuki.
Yeah, optimal crush counter combo right there. Just crush counter right into the back throw.
Yeah, you want to take that throw for the meter build.
Narikuni is definitely waiting for Oil King to hit a button. He's definitely playing the counter game here. He knows Oil King wants to go crazy. He wants to keep that offense in his favor. And Rashid is very good for that, but you have to be careful with a character like Ibuki. Wow. Pick up with the EX kunai.
Meaty slide there, trades with the jab, was probably neutral.
Narikun has done a great job of just standing outside that crouch fierce range. Jumps into the V-trigger, though.
Yeah, might have thought he was going to be able to fly over it. Another EX mixer from Oil King. Third one we've seen just a couple of rounds here.
I'm liking these call-outs as well. Oil King slowing it down just a bit. Life's a lot closer. Wake up, mixer. What side?
See what mix-up we get here. Goes right up under.
Oh, the knockdown.
Yeah, didn't get the second hit.
Ooh, Oil King in trouble here. He does have trigger, but yeah, just like that. Probably caught trying to walk back. And Narikun puts Oil King down into that loser's bracket, I would suspect. 128 action here at EVO Japan. It's full of killers, man. Probably one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult, Street Fighter tournaments ever.
And let's not forget Gachi-kun, Moke, John Takeuchi, plenty of Rashid practice in Japan. Narikun was more than prepared for that matchup.
I've noticed that Japan, they pick the good stuff. I mean, there was about 150 Rashid players from Japan last season. Now there's about 1,000 Abigail players here. It's pretty crazy.
Mago is also a Rashid player now, too, right?
Mago is a Rashid player. You brought, speak of the devil when he shall appear, the young devil himself, John Takeuchi versus Atlas Bear Punko, playing this V-Trigger 2 Colleen. A lot of players on this Atlas Bear lineup now. We've seen a few of them.
Yeah, me and Majin Obama was actually talking about that. A newer faction picking up a lot of players. Punko, one of those players as well. And coming here, I think they've represented across quite a few games, actually. Neutral jump.
I'm really liking Colin in AE right now. It looks
She's
like
a really cool character.
Yeah, V-Trigger 2.
It really buffs a lot of things about her. You see that her regular dash becomes like a slide across the ground, and she is incredibly fast. Her normals are super far reaching. It's a really solid V-Trigger.
Got this Nancy Kerrigan Colleen right here. Oh, nice. The fake out that stand like kick. Her throw looks like it hurts so bad.
Yeah, the way she sweeps the leg, she just drops you on the floor.
Just leans into it.
She puts her whole body into it too,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool.
This is actually,
You don't want to take that?
Nah, I'm all right.
This is actually my favorite Colleen outfit because it's the third strike one. I'm all about this outfit.
Spinning mixer checks her, getting there all the way to the corner at this point.
That down fear, still an excellent button, even with some extra recovery. Counter hit combo.
Almost.
One more for stun. Went for the overhead. Jumps out of there with the icicle.
The Mega Man jump. The Elsa power up body. All right, here we go.
Yeah, probably not going to be dead yet. Still has the trigger backdash, and you can see extended reach on those normals.
Sir, did you say the Elsa power up?
Oh, yeah, man.
That Elsa power.
You see how she does like the pose? It's crazy.
Yo, how many times did you sing Let It Go, Steve?
Man, like 14, man. I got a niece. I got a
Just
niece.
this morning, right?
Got it on your phone?
It's my duty to sing that song. I have a little niece, okay?
Man, even here, like years later, I was walking somewhere and I heard it come on in like a shop. I was like, are you serious? Word?
I've never seen that movie.
Sejam spun around, flung his head.
Yeah,
you
Let
never
it go.
I can't hold it back anymore, Steve. It's cold, man.
It's definitely.
I feel like I'm in that movie.
This looks like the World Cup version of
Rashid,
Yeah, this is the sports outfit.
I actually really like this outfit.
Yeah.
I'm about to. Hands. Gets the knockdown.
And you can see that dash. Yeah, he's so mobile in this version. So Punko can like just really run around and do whatever he wants. Juggle here. What?
Trigger 2
Powered up
combos.
win specials.
Yeah, and he also has a better dive kick in this, and better. Yeah, you can see he can kick the
Powered up
wind out of him.
tornadoes.
That looks like an SNK type of attack. That wind
That wind
projectile.
attack? Yeah, it
it
does,
looks like a KOF move.
Imagine him just doing short hopping behind it.
Oh, yeah, like the Joe, right? Like
Yeah,
the Joe Rowans.
there you go. Joe
yeah.
got you.
I think it's definitely one of those things where, in Street Fighter, you don't typically have ground traveling projectiles. So the
Yeah.
fact Rashid's one of the first Street Fighter characters with ground traveling projectiles. So that makes sense. It's very much a KOF-like projectile.
Yeah, so when you have that V-Trigger 2 with Rashid, if you hit the V-Trigger buttons, right, if you hit heavy punch and heavy kick again, he shoots that like mid-tornado there, but you can just shoot wind shots like his regular projectile, and they're enhanced too, so it is really good. And he has the buff dive kick.
I wonder how many
damage.
Colleens we're going to start seeing even more until they, do something to this too. She's really good right now.
Well, I can tell you that Momochi won his own tournament with Colleen at Sky Studio, so even he is on the train. He's playing this character as well.
We saw a Colleen cosplayer following him around yesterday.
Yeah, that's the Momochi privilege.
The representative.
Really?
Yeah,
What character
someone
do you play? Look at this. You see this? You see her?
Yeah, he's got a, when he switches characters, then she jumps into the Ken outfit. activation. Yeah, you see that enhanced mixer, but or wind shot, but it might not be enough. Yeah, gonna close out.
Punko is pretty well. He knows how to fight this matchup. I mean, Rashid does have new abilities with his trigger too, but there's still situations you have to be familiar with so you can jump out. And that's one of those situations, just jumping out of that pressure in the corner.
You see Punko thought John Takeuchi was looking for the ground game, just jumps, but a great crouch medium punch to start the round. Carried her all the way to the corner at this point. Pressure still on. Ooh, nice hit confirmed.
Oh,
shimmy.
the throw too, yeah.
Stop reaching. Crouch short. Ugh. Her buttons, her heavy buttons look like they hurt so much.
Oh, chased down this time, was ready for the jump out of the corner.
Yeah,
Those young boy reactions.
Punko always likes to do that because he has the double jump from Colleen.
Oh, EX Hail is out. Yeah, Rashid has pretty good options to escape, as you see with the V reversal there. All right, gonna activate.
Ooh.
And they'll come off that. That's the plus frames.
Needs to be really careful right now. The Mega
Yep.
Man jump out. All right.
Still chased it. He had an anti-air for a regular jump and then still got a chance. Oh!
Wonder what a bad read.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like an accident or if he thought he saw something, but that was...
Yo, could we run back what Steve said? I need a highlight, a
That
clip.
was a bad read, bro. I don't know what he was trying.
I don't know.
He probably thought it was like backdash.
No, I love how mad Steve was. Like, what are you doing?
It bothered, like, did you see my face? My brow was so distraught.
You
I was like,
actually
what?
look so
That
tight.
brow was furrowed, my friend.
You look so angry. You're like, oh, bad read.
I mean, we're in Japan, okay?
Yeah, you can expect a high-level player,
Exactly.
so it's fine.
Not the best as this Street Fighter thing, but come on, guy.
Oh, he gets the counter hit.
Bad read.
I never thought I'd see
He said, man, my man sucks. like man, just like, he was just so angry about it. I was like, damn, it's like that? I gotta do him dirty like that.
About to call up Atlas Bear. Why'd you sign this, man?
Did you see this? I'm going to send him this clip.
He's so angry. I was like, why is it gotta be like that?
Oh, the Ric Flair chop for the crush counter.
Oh, can he get the juggle action?
No. You thought.
What a bad
Read.
combo. What's happening out here? The big hail.
The big glacier.
Oh, double.
That one sunk the Titanic. You gotta be careful.
That's-
Oh, the crouching light kick.
But
What
unfortunately,
a good match. There it is. We got the end of that. John talked
He's like, I don't know why I did that. That was a bad read. It was.
Rose does not live at the end of that story, unfortunately.
Bear, please
Everybody
keep
died.
him.
Yeah, I was trying
everybody
to figure
died.
out exactly what even happened. I was like, did he go for that? What a bet. I was like, oh my God, my bad. I didn't-
Because I guarantee he's like, he's either going to dash in and I'm going to catch him like, nope, what? I don't, what? Huh? Huh?
No lie,
Nah,
the moment you said that, I was like focused and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it like shook me. It shook me. I was like, he goes for the... Like, what?
We're all trying to analyze it, and Steven, bad.
It's like a dog. They pee on the rug, you hit, you get the newspaper, you roll it
Right
up.
on the nose?
No.
What are you doing,
You
Punko?
literally
No.
did the Trump, right? When he has the, he has the thing. Bad. he just puts it out.
Yeah, to keep it so real. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the jump off. We've had a lot of fun here. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more matches in just a little bit.